Hello to you all and welcome to Car Question. Is a BMW so expensive? Can you afford one? Well, the X1 is the most affordable vehicle in the BMW lineup. For 2016, it's been completely redesigned, but purist alert, it's not based on the Series 3 model, you know, the rear-wheel drive. Right now, it's based on the front-wheel drive mini chassis. Still, BMW is saying to us that it's fun to drive, it's an activity vehicle, and right now I think it really stands out when you look at it out of the sport utility vehicle, the compact luxury class. So will it still be as fun as the older version to drive? That's what we're gonna see this week at Car Question. Alright, let's look at the exterior of the BMW X1 xDrive 28 high. We've got the premium package enhanced with a little bit of goodies that you're gonna find when we're gonna discover this car. Look at the front end. I love so much right now the daytime running lights. You've got the kidney style, the grille right in front. So you've got really six lights looking at you directly. And I love the styling right now. As soon as you're gonna turn also the steering wheel in a direction and you're gonna be in automatic headlights mode, you're gonna see that there's gonna be a big light coming out on the side of the car where you are going. And this is probably one of the best lighting I've seen right now when it's night out there. Good looking vehicle. You can see also that it's much larger, much longer than the older version. So this is gonna mean that we're gonna have some more spaces inside. Look at the hood also, the nice line that you've got right there. And by the way, if we go down there directly at the grille, look at that, you've got your sensor who are hidden in the black plastic. I love what they did with the styling, incredible. The BMW logo is right on top of the hood. It's not on front right there, just like other car. So once again, nice exercise of styling. And look at that, another sensor who was hidden once again. So it's gonna give you an excellent coverage when you're gonna move into parking mode. Big windshield, one detector right there in the middle, and you're gonna see also our panoramic sunroof. Little shark fin antenna, and once again, look at the roof rails. Nice detail, nice finishing, and you're gonna find the same finishing, the same material finishing right there surrounding the windows. Dark tint, and the mirrors are so small. When you're gonna be sitting in the driving position, you're gonna see that. Still, I love the finishing once again of the blinker on the side, and look at that little curve right there, showing us the great line on the side. Well, it doesn't have. When it's white, the line doesn't clearly come out, but you can see if I move a little bit back that this is a neat design. I love the style. You can probably, you know, X1, X3, you can see the confusion right there when you look at it. They're pretty similar on those lines. For the wheels, we've got 18 inches wheel. This is gonna be probably the last time that you're gonna see winter tire on our test car. This is a winter contact SSR, so it's not a bad tire, it's a performance tire. Size 225/50/18. I love the color right now of the wheels. You can see the big brakes just behind that, and also all around the wheels you can see in the fender that there's good isolation, so good material to protect the interior of the car. So you've got xDrive 28i logo right there. Under the car you got nice plastic protection, a little bit of off-road styling. When you look at the handle, if you pull, it's gonna unlock. Just put your thumbs right there, it's gonna lock. And when you open the door, you're gonna see some LED right here. And also in the passenger handle, just behind you, you're gonna see also a nice welcome light. nice solid feel when you close that, and look at that. Right now we only have one choice of engine, but you can see that there's a little place right there to put some you know, URI system. You know, if you have a diesel, you must fill that up also, just to be sure that you're going to keep your diesel engine running. If I move a little back, look at the rear section. So once again, the rear section is quite nice. You can see all the details, all the angles, but probably the thing that I like the most is the lights. You've got also a little BMW logo right there, as you can see, wearing the lights, and I love also the styling. Small BMW logo right there, X1, and plain and simple white, nice line. When you look on the side, small wiper, visibility is gonna probably be an issue because it's small, but still, nice spoiler, nice deflector right there. And if you move a little bit down, you can see once again the rear sensor, who are once again hidden in the black. I just love the definition. Dual exhaust. And it's gonna give you a nice sound. Let's open the truck. As you can see, the camera going over right now, and the LED lights, full of space. I'm quite surprised that there is that much space in the new version when you look at it. There you go, it's completely closed, and you can see right now the LED lights and the camera for your maneuvers when you're going to be doing some reverse. Once again, I think I'm going to show you the lights, I think. Let's turn on the car, and let's put full lights on this one with the fog lights turned on. And Marcello, who's right there, he's going to close the lights. And look at that, incredible. Nice look, and those lights are so powerful in the dark. When you're gonna light that up, you're gonna see incredibly well with those lights. I think this really makes a nice signature for our BMW X1 right now. Lights, please. Okay, let's look at the interior of the BMW X1. If you want to lock the door, just pull on the handle just like that. You're going to see your welcome lights. And by the way, I'm going to show you just the blinker. As soon as you lock or unlock the car, you're going to see the blinker showing it all to you. So as soon as you open the door, you can see the quality of the material. This section is a little bit strange, the feeling, but I love the wood, how large it is. You know, the silver right there that they've put in. Nice quality handle. You can also see the Harman Kardon speaker, and you're gonna see another speaker down there, and that sound system means a business. Seriously, there is so much power in this one. So probably the mirror command are just behind that handle, so as you can see, it's blocked in some sort of way, but still, as soon as you did your selection, it's easy to configure. You're gonna see on the seat a lot of configuration, a lot of position, and I love also the lumbar support that you can simply adjust by pressing on those two buttons. So once again, if you want to do some performance driving, you simply adjust that to hold you firm and tight inside that seat. And I also love the stitches, the precision, the leather. As you can see, once again, it's quite interesting. Oh, and by the way, you've got many adjustments there, but you've got another one right here. So you can have a manual leg extension to be more comfortable. And look at that, what's hiding under there is a neat storage space right under the seat, so you can put some stuff there. Once again, if you have something that you want to hide and don't want nobody to find, you've got two choices, either here, or I think my favorite one is way down there. So let's move inside. Ooh. Well, inside it's not that big. It's a small car, but once again, you can feel the quality and you can see the build quality. Look at that. Look how long the materials are. soft, the wood, nice quality, and once again, soft material on the top. Quite neat. Big screen, and as you can see, everything is quite nice. Nice material that they've used everywhere to the feeling, everywhere to the touch. Nice build quality BMW. So you can see clearly the classic style of the BMW when you look at that. And when you move a little bit back, you can see also the steering wheel, which gives you a nice firm, nice handling, nice grip. Paddle shifter, once again. We're gonna give a little hun right there. You can see everything has turned on. Got even the radio. I'm gonna turn that a little down. And once again, you can see the color, typical color of BMW. And by the way, right now, you can see that you got some white, but when it's gonna turn to night, you're gonna see also right here, the color is gonna change. And by the way, in the dark, you've got a nice line of lights that you're gonna be able to see everywhere. So if you turn on the inside lights of the car, you're gonna see a line right there of light. Same thing for here. All the feet are gonna be lighting up. There's gonna be some light also in the door. Right now it's not showing because it's too bright in here, but I swear to you that the look that you will have inside at night is quite impressive. So let's start with the button on our left. Quite easy for the lights and everything that you need. Also, you can simply adjust the brightness right here. And by the way, one button which is hidden on the side and right in the way of the adjustment of your steering wheel is the heated steering wheels button. So when this is lift up, as you can see, it's not easy to gain access and it's not easy to know when it's turned on or off, but still you will see a display which is gonna show you that right there. But when it's gone, you might forget it. So let's close the door. So you've got another command which is right here on the side, which is BC. So BC is going to simply change the information menu right in the middle of your display right there. So you've got your average speed, time spent in trip 1, temperature, and by the way, temperature, right now it's showing only okay, cold or hot, but if you stay in that menu, look at that, it will change. So you will have your needle who's going to appear to show you exactly the temperature of your engine. The display also will change. Either you change into sports mode, into EK mode, or into Eco Pro mode. So you will see your charge, your power right there, and you're going to see exactly where the needle is going to move as soon as you do some acceleration or some braking. Quite easy to read. You've got also a heads-up display, but right now, I don't know if you can see it, but right now it's a little bit hard to show you exactly what I'm saying, but you can see it right now with the 0. And as soon as you're going to change, let's say the radio channel, so there you go, you can see it also, you will be able to select, I'm going to change the mode right now. I'm going to fall into, I want to fall into FM. There you go. You will be able to see all your favorite radio right there in your heads-up display. So, and if you want to select it, you just press on that. Quite easy to read, to see your speed. Let's move back. There you go. So cruise control, once again, which is quite easy. And the cruise control, you're gonna see a little dot, a little lights on exactly where the speed that you've set your cruise control. That's gonna be right there in the corner of the speed. So set, reset, on and off. Once again, BMW logo, the mode for the radio, some paddle shifter, and I love the paddle shifter that they put there. Wipers. Everything is so complete. And if you want an auto mode, you just press on the tip of that button. And by the way, if you want to turn on or off the start-stop feature in your car, let me show you probably through here. You can simply press on that. You're going to see the light simply turn on and your start-stop feature will be closed. Big screen, 8.8 inches screen. It does a good combination with the Harman Kardon 12 speaker, quite powerful, and that screen is controlled through the wheels that you have right here. So media, radio, menu, tail, nav. As soon as you select, let's say tail, there you go, it's going to appear navigation, radio, media. You've got everything right there. So if you would not want to go back to the menu, you're gonna see multimedia, phone, navigation, contact, Connect Drive. Connect Drive is gonna be quite cool, you know, to have your phone dial exactly the concierge of BMW, see message assistance, BMW online. So it's quite complete. Vehicle information, you're going to be able to see exactly the description of your vehicle. Let's say that I want to know what are my seat possibility. Once again, there you go. There's my complete manual in my car, and I can also see every setting that I need to get myself either more comfortable if I move back, even all the display that I have all around the steering wheel. So once again, there's no way I don't know what button, what's its purpose, what it's gonna do. So once again, it's quite complete with the information of the vehicle. I can also have my efficiency dynamics information displayed. So if I change the mode, once again, because I have a button with some modes that I can change right here, and you're gonna see once again the display also change. If I move into sports mode, it's going to be red with my suspension modification, engine responsivity, and also my transmission comfort, softer. And when I move into eco, it's all climatization. Even the transmission engagement will change, and my display is also changing right here. The screen is quite complete. I'm going to do another video for you guys, maybe in just a few weeks, to show you exactly what's inside. But once again, I love the system. It needs time to get used to it, but as soon as you get the touch of it, you're going to be able to have a nice screen. And look at the quality, because it's HD. So if I move, if I press here to enable my parking, my parallel parking maneuvers, by the way, it's automated. I'm gonna also push the button right there so you can see how neat the camera, the HD camera is right now. And you can see all these blocks right there is the proximity exactly of all the objects that I might hit if I move into reverse. Once again, quite complete, and what a sound system. So you've got a neat system whose memory. So as soon as I push my different memory, I will be able, and by the way, I will move back into radio mode, please. There you go. And look at that. If I just, you know, just move my finger over this memory, you can see that the menu is changing. So I can, without looking at exactly which button I am over, the system is going to detect that. So when I'm ready, I just press it. And if I hold my finger over, there's a possibility also to mesmerize the radio station. So nice and neat. And by the way, look how the buttons just comes out. That's a nice touches of finish, how it comes out of the of all the other material that I have right there. Temperature, dual climate zone, everything is easy. Heated seat, 3 position, once again, no problems. Syncing, adjusting, nice feeling to the command also. The only thing that I'm not sure about is changing all the vent position. It's not clear enough when I use that, and it needs once again some time to get used to it. So if I want to recycle air, I can put it into manual mode, automatic mode, or simply let the air come from the outside. So under that storage space, you've got some cup holders. Cup holders, once again, are quite neat. I have also a 12-watt outlets who's hiding behind that. But the problem with the cup holders, they're restrained by this this height. So if you have a big mug, or you know, a mug that you take to work to drink some coffee, mine is getting in the way. I'm not used to that. So you should have probably put them a little bit further down there. I love also the transmission, that 8-speed transmission, and look at that. You can see the lighted position in which I'm gonna shift. So even if I move into manual mode, you can see it once again. And I've got all the information telling me to be careful, because the car is going to move in my heads-up display, and you can see once again all the information here also about what I've done, or the warning. So I move it into reverse. I move it into neutral. Right there, I'm gonna see a warning telling me that my car risks to move. So let's move to the button down there. You've got your traction control. As soon as you press, your dynamic traction control is gonna be turned off. Once again, you're gonna see also the information of what's happening with your vehicle. If I press on it and I hold it for a much longer time, you're gonna see that the dynamic stability control is also deactivated, and my dynamic driving without stabilization you have the information exactly what it's going to do. So as you can see, also the logo changed right there, so it's my DSC is completely deactivated. So sports mode, once again, much more reactive. Comfort, you know, for a little bit in between. And when I move into Eco Pro, you're going to see also my charge indicator getting more precise there. And this is going to be limited climation, much more, you know, soft on the acceleration and the gear change. Parallel parking engagement, detector camera, and on my downhill speed. As you can see, I can turn that on and off. And if I want to change my downhill speed, I can move it exactly with the button of the cruise control right there. Electronic brake, full control of my radio, some storage space, and my auxiliary and USB connector, only one though out there. And by the way, check out the key. The key is quite simple, but you can lock or unlock the button right there and open the trunk. I just love the BMW logo that you have right there. Nice and big also here. When you slide that down, there you go, some lights. You can open your sunroof, lights, LED lights inside. I just love that. Let's move to the rear. Oh, what's happening? Oh, the car is still running. Hey, no problem. Let's move to the rear. As you can see, when the moonroof is open. Oh, right now the seats are down. Well, you're gonna see Marcello trying to pull them up. And by the way, you're gonna see what's happening when you pull them up. Uh-oh, you have to replace them exactly with the little cord that you have down there. So Marcello will replace the seat, and you have to do that for a second one. Come on, Marcello, raise the other seat. You're gonna see, you're gonna see the other cord. So right there, the middle section, and the last section. So Marcello take place inside the car. And by the way, when you take place, you're gonna see that this section here is plastic. So be careful with your knees if you don't want to get hurt. Marcello, are you okay? Good. So you will see that you can adjust the seat. And by the way, look how Marcello has enough spaces for his head. So it's much better than in the last version. So Marcello, move front or back the seat. There you go, you got some neat adjustment, probably a little bit too much. And if you want to pull the cord, once again, you will be able to get a little more space. Well, not like that, but probably further in the back. So if you want to take a little nap, hey, no problem. In the middle section, you can pull. There you go, and you will see some cup holders. Be careful because the children will break that in a minute of time. Seems like a little bit fragile. Nice storage spaces. And it's quite, once again, comfortable in the back, huh, Marcello? There you go. So let's move to the trunk. A little pull on that button, and you're gonna see that Marcello raised his seat, but hey, let's pull that. There you go, and let's pull that one. Once again, nice storage space. You've got also a 12-volt connectors right here. A lot of place to tie some nets, and I'm going to show you later how to use the 2 nets inside the car. Some storage space, quite incredibly deep here. Some straps. And thank you for the oil, BMW. So let's open that section. You're going to see nice storage space that you can pull all the way back here and have access to a lot of place. But what you see is that there is no spare tire, and I don't like that. I prefer to have a spare, and this spare comes in option. So right now I'm gonna push on that button and it's gonna close. We're gonna close also the door. Let's check out that engine, and you have to pull not once but twice here, and I'm gonna show you why. When I pull twice, look at that, there's nothing to retain you from opening that hood with only one hand. So you've got that 2.0 liter twin power turbo, and once again you can see all the lights here, the heat dissipator. It's turbo powered, and you will see that it's quite a performer. So you've got your washer fluid right there. You will see that you have no place to check the oil. It's controlled by your computer. So if you want to add some oil, you can do right here. And by the way, if you want to boost the car someday, you can see the plug that would lead you to the battery, which is hidden right now. So nice engine compartment. Nice and easy to close. I just loved that. Like that. And let's move to the rear of the car. Behind the steering wheels. So let's hear that engine. Can you hear that turbo? Nice little sound, and you're gonna see later that this car is not a bad performer. Alright, let's talk about the road handling and the engine of the BMW X1. We're starting strong. Oof. Easy speed with that vehicle. You remember the older version, you have the 3.0 liter V6 turbocharged with 300 horsepower. That's a sad thing that they remove right now, that engine option. Right now you only have one engine available, which is a 2.0 liter, and it's a twin scroll turbo. It's gonna give you good response. So it's rated at 228 horsepower at 5,000 RPM, and it's an aluminum crankcase. You've got forged steel crankshaft, integrated balanced shaft drive, low weight pistons. So as you can see, they put a lot into that mechanics to be reliable. And you have 285 pound-feet of torque, and all that torque is coming at 1,250 RPM until 4,500 RPM. So as you can see, you've got all that maximum torque at a nice engine RPM availability. So it's combined to an 8-speed Sportronic transmission, and that transmission is doing a great job. As you can see, the pothole suspension is a little bit stiff. The transmission, you will shift down, shift up as soon as you put it into sports mode or in the manual mode, and it will react. And that nice popping sound when you hear the turbo, you know, when you shift gears, you have that little exhaust popping note that I really like right now with that vehicle. So a good transmission, and you will also be able to change it through the paddle shift. So as soon as you select a gear, no problem, it's gonna be there to shift. Even more if you're into sports mode, as soon as you put that into sports mode, you can see the needle going up pretty quickly to simply select the gear that you want. But if you're into, if you like having the control of your vehicle, when you're gonna switch it into manual, and when you're gonna give it full acceleration, it's gonna shift for you. So I'm kind of sad about that. There you go, shift for me again. But still, I'm gonna be able, you know, to plan my downshift and plan my acceleration if there's a hill, or I just want to go in a curve a little bit more faster than I really should. once again, no engine option. It's not the only engine that you will be able to have with that car. You've got also standard xDrive all-wheel drive of BMW, and I'm quite surprised how that all-wheel drive really performs well. I was not sure when I read that on paper, and when I said, oh, we're gonna have the base model of the X1 right now, no equipment, still it comes with that all-wheel drive. But you know, sometimes performance all-wheel drive, when they're solicited, tend to disconnect. And right now with this one, I'm impressed how it acts on the road, how it acts in city mode, and how it acts while I've got some sand, even some snow. But the part that I'm most impressed is in our diagonal test. Wow, it was one of the all-wheel drive system that reacted the most quickly. You're gonna see that a little bit later in the video. So let's talk about the road handling. As soon as you're sitting in the driver position, you can see pretty much that everything in the cockpit is driver oriented. The screen, the dial, but still my steering wheel is a little bit small. I have to adjust sometimes to be able to see every information, and even that, as soon as I move it, I'm missing a little bit of information down there. And they could have made it a little bit bigger and it would have been good, but still the grip is firm. My seat, incredibly comfortable with all the adjustment that I can have, the lumbar support. As soon as I look anywhere in the car, I've got good visibility, and that's interesting. It's driver focus oriented, but the new chassis, the new design that they made in that chassis is to help enhance the sporting ability and still keep a good comfort of the vehicle in general. And they've been able to achieve that, because right now, while you're inside that car, if you have 5 passengers, ain't no problem. You put that into comfort mode, you're gonna be able to be cool with that vehicle. And as soon as you're gonna need, you know, its acceleration, it's gonna be there. It's gonna be there to give you good acceleration. So that's a thing that I like right now with the BMW X1. How, you know, you can do city driving, you can do highway, you can do comfort mode, you can do performance, and still do a little bit of off-road with that one, but still don't go too deep in the rocks, because you've got a low center of gravity. That vehicle is not that high when it comes to ground clearance. Quite a performer for its engine, quite a performer for its class, and the only downside is probably the suspension. When I put it even into comfort mode, it's not an adjustable suspension. It's not a magnetic suspension, and we don't even have the 19 inches wheels. And this is really, really firm. And even the sound that it makes when I go into some pothole, I'm not sure about this one. So this is probably the only downside of the vehicle right now. But still, it's gonna give me a good road handling. It's gonna give me, you know, good sensation when I'm gonna be into a curve where there's not gonna have too many potholes in that curve, because I won't like that for sure. We cannot, you know, go by driving dynamic control, my button that I have right there, to switch into Eco mode, Eco Pro, sorry. In Eco Pro mode, you're gonna see that the car is gonna be much less reactive. It's not gonna be that fast on acceleration. It's gonna take time, you know, to react. And I'm gonna have a lot of tips sent to me on the screen telling me if you want a better fuel economy, you'd better do an intensive braking, let the vehicle roll. Another tricks is also to be smooth on the acceleration. Another trick is to lower my speed. So I will have all that on that information screen right now. Another cool thing with Eco Pro mode is also my start-stop engine. As soon as I'm gonna be at a red light, the engine is gonna stop and it's gonna start over as soon as I press on the accelerator. But by the way, I'm losing steering while I'm at those lights, so I cannot prepare myself. It's gonna become hard, and then the engine's gonna start. The engine, when it starts, you can feel it, so it's not quite you know, discreet. Still, I've got also my eco climatization, so all the temperature control, all the temperature power are going to be reduced. And right now you cannot hear the engine. If I release the brake, as you can see, a little bit of vibration right there. Another cool thing is also in eco mode that my transmission will disconnect. I'm going to roll, And while I put the car in eco mode, if I release the accelerator, usually you can feel the compression of the engine. The vehicle's gonna slow you down with that engine compression. But right now, as soon as I give some acceleration, I release the pedal, my transmission is disconnecting, I'm rolling. There's nothing preventing me from keeping my speed that I have. So it's gonna be more fuel efficient to do that in eco mode. And you can see also the display, which is going to change. So right now, while I've been cruising in eco mode, I've been able to save 10.6 kilometers. So not that bad. And by the way, the fuel that you have to put inside is premium fuel. Also, there's going to be the display that's going to change. I'm going to see a charge indicator. As soon as I'm going to brake, I'm going to see a needle go up that charge indicator. The car is going to save some energy while I'm braking to, right now I can see the tips of slowing down. I was just barely over 100. And the needle, when it's in the charge position, it's going to tell you that it's sending energy taken from the brake force, put into a battery. As soon as I'm going to do some acceleration, it's going to use that energy to relieve some stress on the alternator, to relieve some alternator force that's going to be restraining you from having a good fuel consumption. And still, it's going to use also this energy while I'm a red light without the engine running, to keep all the accessories in the car running. So comfort mode is between the two. And sports mode, as soon as you put it into sports mode, you can see that the transmission is ready right now, giving me some good compression. Pedal is much more reactive. There you go. And you can hear the blow-off valve and the little turbo popping in the exhaust. And also, as soon as I'm gonna shift into manual mode, there you go, shifting, it's done. Shifting, it's done. And the needle is so fast. So into sports mode, it's gonna be more reactive, more challenging, more fun to drive. And be careful, because right now I can see my speed and it's going fast. I'm quite surprised how fast it's going right now with the car. The xDrive system is incredible. So the system will be able to send 100% of the power to the rear if it needs it. It's going to be able to send in a fraction of time the power to the wheels that needs it. And this is not good. You cannot feel it while you're on the road like that. You're going to get into some ice and you won't feel the system working, but believe me, it's working pretty good. So, we're known for a diagonal test. As you can see, it's a hard test for a lot of vehicles, and usually the sports-oriented SUV, when you remove the system of its help, and when you want it to go up the hill, sometimes it cannot be done because you are having traction control on and it's going to restrain you a lot. Sometimes you remove traction control and there you go, the system is going to shut up and you're only going to have propulsion. So right now, when we tested the BMW, I was quite impressed how it went over the hill. So get prepared to see that. And also, exhaust popping. Well, still, I was impressed how it went over the hill with such easiness. There you go, just snap of the finger and it was passed. So it's capable around the city, it's capable on the highway, it's capable in light of road. Don't go too deep, because as I was telling you guys, that vehicle has a low center of gravity, and it's you don't have a good ground clearance, and you don't want to put those 18 wheels in the mud or something. But still, if you feel that you need to, well, you've got a downhill assist mode that you can push and simply go down the hill with security, with maximum traction. And if you have to go up a hill, you will be able to do it if you got good tires. Also, all the system, the stability system, the traction control is working also with that all-wheel drive to give the better out of it. There's not a lot of downside when I look at that vehicle. Some purists will say, hey, it's still based on the Mini chassis. Yes, it is. Front wheel drive. Yes, it is. But still, buyers who are looking into that kind of truck won't see that. So if you're more performance oriented, you might want to go into maybe X3 or X5. The price gonna goes up pretty quickly though. Or if you want to go for the X1 and you like performance, well, you might try to find a used one with the older version. Still, you won't be deceived, but be careful, you won't have the same space inside the car. By the way, trying to do a turn, as you can see, man, giving you good G-force. I'm on winter tires right now, and this vehicle is hugging the road right now. I love that. As I was telling you, if you're more performance oriented, you will probably be a little bit deceived with that one. But if you're family oriented, it's your second vehicle in your driveway, and you want a mix of luxury, a mix of power, a mix of comfort, and good space in the rear, good space for your passenger, think about that BMW. Security feature, I love the rear view camera, the clarity of that HD camera. I love the sensor, I love the parking aid system, I love how the seats will hold you, the headrest position. So I'm not deceived by any of the security feature in the vehicle right now. But to have the collision warning, blind spot monitoring, and a lot of goodies, you have to pay more. So remember, when you buy a BMW, if you add some option, the price is gonna go up pretty quickly. Let's talk about the competition. The competition on the market is really strong. So right now, every manufacturer is proposing you small, compact SUV like those one. In the luxury segment, you have a lot of strong players. Audi Q3, similar to this one, a little bit less powerful, but still a strong contender. When you drive that one, it feels the same, but maybe a little less place inside. The Mercedes-Benz, the GLA 250, similar once again, a little bit less performant than the BMW right now, but still quite similar. So right now I would have a hard time making a choice between all those three. The other one that I could think of is the Lexus NX 200T. Reliability for Lexus right now is at its top, so you've got a reliable vehicle, a little bit smaller also, but still you've got a unique design with that vehicle. Another one, and maybe the biggest of them all, is the RDX. If you don't like turbo engine, you will be able to get the V6 with the RDX right now. It's going to be a little more pricier when you want to go for that vehicle, but it's once again more family oriented. It's bigger, but doesn't have the same sporty inspiration that you have right now in the BMW X1. So talking about price, if we look at the base version of the BMW X1, $38,800, and it's going up fast. If you want a metallic paint, it's $895. Dakota leather, $850. Sportline, $2,500. But let's say we talk about the major package that you can have right now with the car. So you've got the premium package essential, which is going to give you a little price bump of $2,950. With that, you're going to have the sunroof, panoramic sunroof, heated steering wheels. By the way, the button is hidden right behind my adjustment, so it's not that easy to access. Sports seat and access comfort, as they call it. If you go for the premium package enhanced, you're gonna have a heads-up display. By the way, it's quite cool with the security feature and the message that it's gonna send to you. You're gonna have also your trunk, which is gonna be electric. You just put your foot in front of it and it's gonna open or close if you've got your hands full. You've got also the BMW navigation system. The executive package will add the Dakota seat, your blind spot monitor warning, lane change warning alert, parking aid, Harman Kardon sound system, and by the way, that sound system is incredible. But for the executive package, you're gonna have to spend $2,950 once again. So as you can see, it's getting pricier and pricier, but still go for probably a lower version. And if you want to add something, add the Harman Kardon option, which is going to cost you $950. And for your passenger in the rear, their comfort, sliding seats and reclinable seat, and you add that, you will have also the protecting net, and it's going to be only for $895. So be careful. Right now you can start at $38,800, but still, if you add a lot of options, just like we're equipped right now, probably get up to $60,000. Right now, this one is turning around 50, but it's getting, it's not cheap, you know, to add some option. But it's the same thing if you go with Mercedes-Benz, Audi, Porsche, or whatever. The price is going to go up pretty quickly with personalization. But still, you can have a pretty unique vehicle with the setting that you can choose.
Let's talk about the minus points and the plus points of the BMW X1. Let's start with the minus points. As soon as you wear your sunglasses, if they're polarized, you will not see that heads-up display. It's going it's going to disappear. Even if you adjust the brightness, forget that, you're not going to use it, that's for sure. So I was wondering why it was not working, but until I removed my glasses, hey, what a surprise, it's there. The suspension, right now we are riding 18 inches wheel winter tire, so usually that's a little bit softer. I cannot imagine in 19 inches wheels what's going to happen in the potholes here in Quebec. If you had a good roads back in your place, no problem, you will love to get some turns and get the feeling out of your driving with that exceptional suspension, because right now it's holding you into place. But here, it's a little bit bumpy. Another thing, when you switch to sports mode or to eco mode, when you get out of the car, when you go back, the car didn't retain exactly what mode you were on the last time that you were driving. I want my car to remember my setting, so that's quite important. One last thing also, you need to get used to the multimedia system. It takes a little bit of time, but you will get the hang of it. But still, when it comes to changing a song on your iPhone with that heads-up display, you don't clearly see the information, and sometimes it takes some time to load. So if I start in apps, I want to change, I do not see the information on my display screen, and that could have been simply ameliorated. The last thing, but that's a personal one, it's less sporty than the older version, but more comfort, it's more polyvalent, got more space inside, so it's more family oriented, and that's a good thing. Still, the engine is responsive, the transmission is quite good, it's going to make you some quick change, put it into sports mode and you're going to have fun. Also, I'm impressed by the fuel economy that I did get out of that vehicle this week. Quite impressed. For a turbo with that horsepower and that performance, I'm impressed. Let's talk about Matt's grade right now. I'm going to give it an A+, and I think it's all worth it. If you look at it, you've got a nice vehicle, luxury, compact, SAV. By the way, BMW say SAV, so it's not really a SUV, but they're playing on words right there. Still, you've got a complete vehicle that's going to be able to get you and your family around. If you have a baby, right in the back, no problem. You've got enough spaces. The performance might not be as good as the older model, but you know what? Buyers won't mind that. They will find only advantage with the new BMW X1 right now. So go out there, enjoy driving it, and it's gonna be also easy on your wallet if you choose the base version. So there you go. I hope you enjoyed that video. Remember, the comments are down here. If you like it, thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, it's up there, and look at our channel because you've got many others video that we did for you, and I'm sure that you're gonna find one that you're going to enjoy. So Matt is saying to you, see you later.